We never had meat. We never had much meat when I was growing up. My mother made a lot of soup. We had a lot of soup during the Depression.
What kind of soup?
We used to call it brown soup, which was a potato and lima beans. Vegetable soup, I didn't like that. Kidney soup, I like that.
Kidney soup?
Yeah, kidneys.
What kind of kidneys?
I don't know what kind of kidneys they were. Chicken kidneys or beef kidneys. I don't know what the kind of kidneys were.
Tell us.
Had a lot of scrapple.
A lot of scrapple. What do you think scrapple's made out of?
All the leftovers from the pig.
That nobody will eat?
Well, everybody ate it.
Oh.
And I ate a lot of ketchup sandwiches, a lot of mustard sandwiches, and a lot of mayonnaise sandwiches. That was my lunch. We didn't have any meat growing up.
Tell us a little bit about your mother and give us her name and when she was born and like her heritage and then how she died and when she died. What?
What are you doing with all this?
I don't know.
Her name was Mary Tarowski. She was Ukrainian. All of her parents came over here from Austria, but they're Ukrainian.
Both of her parents came from Austria?
Yes.
Ukrainian, part of Austria?
My mother's name was Pukula, P-U-K-U-L-A. And my mother was always working. All I remember my mother was working, and I always remember my mother was old looking. But she was the oldest of about 8 kids, and she cooked for them. And she used to go clean offices at night. She was a hard-working woman. I don't know what else I can tell you. Was
So
wonderful bake.
Both of her parents were from Austria, and then how about Papa?
You had 7 brothers and sisters?
She did.
His mom did. He only had Aunt Teresa's sister. So tell us about Pop-Up, your dad.
I don't know much about his parents. He and his sister and brother lived with the aunts in Newark, New Jersey. And then his aunt died. His mother died when he was overseas in the Navy. I don't know anything about his father. A lot of fathers left home to get work on the rails. And my father's father never came back.
So your father's father left to make money building railroads?
No.
Oh.
Traveling in boxcars.
Traveling
Looking
box?
for work throughout the country. That's what hobos did. Looking for work.
So when he left, he never came back because he didn't want to come back, or did something happen to him?
Nobody knew what happened to him.
So that was Pop-Up's dad.
Yeah.
And where was he from? Like what nationality, do you know?
German, Heim.
German? How about his mom?
Irish, Fahey.
Fahey. So that's where we got the Irish Fahey's from. So then your parents were both, wait, your mom was both parents from Austria, and then your dad's mom was Irish, and his mom was German. I mean, his dad was German.
I don't know anything about his dad.
But you assumed he was German because the last name was Heim?
Yeah.
Okay, now tell us about Aunt Teresa. Aunt Teresa, share us some stories about
She's
you.
a squealer.
Hear that, Aunt Teresa? You just kick him over in his grave when he gets up there to visit you.
She always told tales on me.
So tell us some of your experiences growing up with Aunt Teresa.
Well, Aunt Teresa was a goody two-shoes, and I wasn't.
Would you like to share a goody two-shoes story with us?
She was always Miss Sweet, lovable, nice girl, and I was always a little devil.
Sounds like Megan and David. So tell us some of your daredevil stories. Share at least one.
Oh, come on. Well, I don't think I can tell some.
You want to tell us about the school bus?
Yeah, the school bus.
No? You can tell us what you want.
I wasn't a kid when I stole a school bus.
You what?
I was about 19.
Oh gosh. Okay,
One of my buddies,
another...
this is an interesting story of loyalty. one of my buddies, that was a fraternity, we had a fraternity meeting. He was using his father's brand new car. And he wound up in a ditch. And I had to walk to the state police barracks to get a cop to come and tow us out. And I don't know what else you want me to tell you about it.
Tow the bus out?
Yeah, tow the bus out.
Oh. How about a story? Tell us another depression story. Tell us a story about what happened with the cats, the kittens in the river.
Oh, that's not a nice story.
Okay, then you don't have to share that story. That
People,
story.
when a cat was born, they had a lot of kittens, and during the Depression, the families couldn't afford to feed all the kittens, so they put the kittens in a little bag and asked us to go out and throw them in the river.
Isn't that horrible? Doesn't that make you sick just thinking about it?
I was only about 10 or 11.
That's so sad and so horrible.
I had a lot of funny stories. I mean,
Share us a funny story.
well, they aren't really.
You can share whatever you want. If
They're
you
mischievous stories. You don't even know some of them.
You can share them if you want. What's
Well,
going to happen to you? You're 88 years old. What do you think we're going to do? If you
Well-
want to share them, share them. If you
Well,
don't.
one of the stories was Shanny Riley and I broke into. We used to cage the joint.
What joint? What?
The guy used to load up his truck with all the baked goods, and he'd park it in this garage. It was called Ward's Bakery.
Like in Ocean City?
No, it's a different
Ward's.
one. I don't remember the name of the bakery, but we used to watch when he put them in there. It was always on a weekend, and we this is another good story. And we broke in a window in the back of the garage, went and got chocolate cupcakes out. And I never want to see another chocolate cupcake.
Because she ate so
My
many cupcakes.
Tasty cake. You a tasty cake?
Cakes, yeah.
Tasty cake. It was a tasty cake truck.
Yeah.
At Ward's. And I ate so many chocolate cupcakes, and you see in chocolate covered cup. Oh my God. We got so sick. Another funny story was we used to go. See, we tried to make money, so we would sell junk. You know, like we'd go to the dump and find copper and brass and stuff like that, and we'd go to the junkyard and sell it. And glass, we'd always break bottles of glass and put them in a basket. And then we got smart. At nighttime, we'd go to the junkyard. This is really terrible. And we'd steal the junk from the junkyard and take it back to the junkyard.
Again?
And sell it back to him.
How did they not recognize it was the same stuff?
Well, it was such a big junkyard.
Oh my goodness.
And we resold his own junk back to him.
That's so terrible. And who'd you do that with?
Putsch.
Putsch. What's Putsch's real name again?
Pusilowski.
Is Pusilowski still living?
And Pusilowski and I, one time, this is really a funny story. We built a tin boat and went up, and we paddled up the Delaware River. We went behind a company called the Pyrites Company, and they used to have it was an iron company, and we loaded up the tin boat with all these big, large pieces of metal, and we started paddling back in the river in the boat.
The boat's
The boat